The private practice of people there, it's not like it's being enforced in that way.
Because it could still be traditionally, like part of their culture or something.
Yeah.
But like 18 to 9, you guys. That's
I know,
so
yeah,
drastic.
it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, but the UN don't know nothing.
All right, this will be a good one for to see what your opinions are.
Who, mine?
Yeah, yours.
Okay.
So there's a big protest in Iraq that women are protesting about this new law that is probably going to be passed.
Here we go.
It would lower the age of consent to 9 years old.
What the fuck?
Why would they go for that?
Wait, consent.
Wait, hold on. Do you want to hear both sides first?
Yes, fine, both sides.
Would you like to hear both sides before
Yeah,
you have a big reaction?
Yeah, because
Wait, so this is Iraq?
is that a joke?
It's Iraq, yeah. Okay. It's not a joke.
9?
It's not a joke.
And the women are
what is it right
protesting?
now?
Your bits aren't
yeah,
even
they're
like...
protesting against it. They don't want this to happen.
Like,
Yeah.
your bits are not even developed,
Yeah.
right?
Wait, but okay, so what is their age of consent now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a better question.
The current age of
Because it's like, is it going from like 11 to 9?
Or maybe it was 7 before.
Yeah, or what the hell?
Yeah, is it going up?
No, it was 18. It was 18. Yeah.
So like half the age they're thinking that that's chill?
That's weird.
Fucking weird. That's like a child.
But is it only weird because our culture is so different?
No, that's 9. Like you're not even
trying, I
you're
can't
not
do it.
even developed.
What's their logic?
Okay, here's a logic.
So it's not just marriage, right? It's actually like
It's just age of consent.
They can breed more.
okay. Because I was thinking,
I mean, it's supposed
if I had to make an argument for it, right? Like they might arrange a marriage of like with a 12-year-old and a 9-year-old or whatever, but then doing it is still like, man, they should be doing it. She can't even make a baby. Isn't it unsafe for like girls under like 13 or something because their hips and everything and their body's not ready? Like they could die if they pop a kid out.
Girls are getting their periods earlier and earlier, period.
Yeah.
And so it probably is because then they can have more babies. They can, increase the population density.
They're eating delicious fried chicken with the hormones is making them have periods real quick.
So they want to lower the age to 9. A lot of women are protesting it, and if they lower the age to 9, then it allows men to marry young girls. So it's probably not going to be that like 2 9-year-olds want to get married. It's most likely going to be like a adult man.
That's even worse.
That's freaking weird.
It would also not. So in addition to this, okay, this is other stuff. It would also remove the woman's right to divorce.
Huh?
Yeah, it's like the law kind of contains like. What is it? Like there's multiple things within that law passing.
Oh.
So, the women would lose any rights to child custody, and they would lose inheritance rights.
Huh.
So it's all these things lumped in one.
Do women vote on this? Or is it just...
Right? Do they get a say?
You know what's weird is like there was a dictator that was running Iraq and his name was Mr. Saddam. Yeah. And everyone was like, "Oh, it's so horrible." And I'm all like, "Well, if his government put the law of them being 18 for consent, and that seems sensible. Like after taking them down and liberating them, it's even worse now. What the fuck?
Turns out it can be worse.
So here's the other you were asking about what's the logic. So the Shia coalition, who are the ones that are the proponents of this law, they're saying that they're claiming that the point of the law is intended to protect girls from what they consider immoral relationships.
Oh, is it because like let's say you're 12 and then you do the nasty before they'll just cut your head off.
Yeah.
But then now because if you do the nasty, you're above the age.
It's okay.
Oh.
Wait, that just sounds crazy.
Wait,
what's their most religion? What is their common religion in Iraq?
What do you think?
I think the only religion.
They're Rastafarians.
Arakifarians? No, but what is it?
I think they're
I don't wanna assume.
I think they're only Muslim. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah.
He looks directly to the camera.
But this is again like there's the different kinds of Muslims.
Add one fact.
Yes, add a fact, please.
So
You know about this?
So I was reading about it online, and apparently Muhammad's wife was 9 years old when he married her.
Okay.
So that's
That's
as long
the
as-
reason for the 9.
Their prophet.
Yeah, like their prophet marries when she like married a 9-year-old.
So they made that.
Our prophet married
That's the
9-year-old.
rule.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, again, there's different types of Muslims. The Shia coalition is.
Do we have a picture of Muhammad's wife? So we could see what their 9-year-old used to look like?
She's probably hot.
No, there's There's two, I guess, like sects or not sects, like denominations or whatever. They have the Shias and Sunnis. Yeah. There's two groups.
Is one more like gangster than the other one?
Nah, it's just
It's more like-
it's kind of like Catholic and Protestant. They're both Muslim.
But then also, like, when it comes to
Slightly different.
government law, there's also different political parties too within these things. So it's almost like, you know, it's like thinking that it's like putting it on Christians.
Oh wait, are we talking about Sharia? I'm
Shia coalition.
Okay, I don't know.
You know what's crazy? I think if that is the
bad facts.
I think if that is the logic, it's crazy that instead of like taking away the chopping the head off law, they just like, let's just lower the age. Like, we'll keep the chopping of the head off because we like that.
Yeah.
But we don't want to. We'll just lower the age.
Yeah, it's dicey.
Yeah.
It just sounds like who has the most dudes with AKs on that side.
They make the rules.
They make
Honestly,
the rules.
I mean, if you want to get historical, that's who makes the rules in the world.
In the world, and that's why we have the Second Amendment, because then we keep the. If some of the citizens can have AKs and you can protect.
But then again, like, this is why you have Muslim people, not just women. I mean, there's mostly women, but Muslim people are also protesting against this. Not every Muslim wants this. In this country, their argument is that they're saying that the new law would effectively put younger girls at more risk of sexual and physical violence.
Yeah.
And it would also make it easier for them to be pulled out of school and miss education.
I just feel like at that age, you should be playing around, living life. Not
Isn't that
worried
funny?
about getting married.
Because we don't even think that, like, if you get caught for having sex like at an early age, unmarried, we don't get stoned to death. So we don't even think like that's a thing, right? So what if the lawmakers there had good intentions of, maybe if we just change the law, then they won't be like murdered for having like unmarried sex or whatever. And then other people are coming in like, hold on, that makes ways for pedal times.
Yeah, it does.
When Muhammad was with the 9-year-old, what was the life expectancy?
That's a fair.
And was he like 15? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and he's the prophet, so.
I don't know, man. But even though this has become a law, this is an interesting little tidbit. Although Iraq outlawed child marriages in the 50s, there's a United Nations survey that found out that 28% of girls married before they were 18 anyways. So even though that's whatever the law is, it's the private practice of people there. It's not like it's being enforced in that way.
Because it could still be traditionally, like part of their culture or something.
Yeah.
But like 18 to 9, you guys. That's
I know,
so
yeah, it's
drastic.
pretty crazy.
Yeah, but the UN don't know nothing. No,
I would get like
no offense.
14, but like 9. Like, could you imagine like when you were 9, like looking back?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
right?
even remember when I was 9.
Exactly. That's my fucking point.
I was watching Harry and the Hendersons. Yeah,
Let's be honest on that. The UN thinking they know something about percentage, blah 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 blah. They don't know nothing. They're not even in there. Are they in there?
You're just bullying the UN.
No, are they in there? Is my question. Are they in there?
One of them is
They're
because
probably reading stats from a safe place.
isn't the UN made of someone from everyone? So one of them would be right.
Not that UN.
Not everybody's a part of the UN, though.
And if the thing is,
Do you want to see if they're a part?
Oh yeah.
Iraq's probably not.
exactly? And if that Iraqi dude
Well, they won't be after this.
part of UN, he running.
Oh, they are a
Yes.
member of the UN since 1945. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. So we do have one guy there.
So this is
One guy.
even more.
But I mean,
what
that's,
is he gonna rat on his friends? Is what I'm saying.
He gonna rat on the whole club.
if there are like a large majority of men that want this consent brought down to 9, if they didn't pass this law, what I'm asking is, do you really think it's going to stop them from doing these?
I need
Because it didn't. It didn't, even though they had that outlawed.
I want an Iraqi lawyer that like can explain this on the side that's trying to get it done.
Yeah, I'm
Because there's probably something that's
With full context.
Yeah.
I'm
full
just
context.
missing so much here because I'm like, who in the right mind would want this?
Because if it's, let's say it's religion-based, I guess, like, policy, then it doesn't have to adhere to logic. It never does, right?
There's still some sort of like
Their
logic.
morality is different.
It's a different morality, yeah.
And we have separation of church and state, but that doesn't mean that they do.
Yeah.
That's messed up, man.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like I don't know any Muslim that would probably be okay with that.
Not out here, because there's a different culture entirely. Yeah.
But in general, like even okay, even like we're supposed to be a Christian nation, right? But there's a lot of things in the Bible that we're just like, we ain't doing that no more.
Yeah. They were doing kind of this in the Bible
Right?
a little bit.
Because our perspective, I think males and females are equal. It could be over there, it's still like a second-class citizen. So to
Like
them-
their property.
yeah. So
Yeah.
to them, they're like, "What do you mean? Like that? I'll just bring it down or whatever." It's like, yeah. So they probably are viewing it from a way different way than we're viewing it.
Because remember back in the day, like when it was like the medieval times, they would marry off like their kids, right?
Yeah.
But then until they're of age, they don't actually like do it. Like you mean so like they'll
It's like a contract that takes
it's like arranged contract, and then they'll do the ceremony, but then like
Dibs.
they won't live with them. They're like when they
What if it's like, think about it as like, I've just been thinking about it as like young girls, but what about like young boys with like cougars?
on the other way.
The other way.
Yo, if that's really why they're passing it, that's a big
They're
twist.
like, these kids deserve it. It's fucked up.
Finally, we don't have to hide anymore.
That was so real.
Some fucking cougar out there.
Everyone's automatically thinking little girls.
Yeah.
Just went for the other
We're
one.
just
Like,
so
let me-
short-sighted. We're like, oh, it's Vanderpump Iraq.
It's like, no, the guys want to.
It was a cougar conspiracy.
Well, because like
All alone.
guys can impregnate for like forever. Like it doesn't just turn to dust overnight.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
But I don't think we have any jizz at 9.
Yeah, I don't know about 9.
Well, no. So you start. You
Depends on how much
practice.
McDonald's you eat.
Oh,
We're shooting blanks at 9.
yeah. When do you guys start like shooting? Like when do you guys start having the wet dreams?
So you start with like
Probably
the
just-
older women, and you just keep
I think I was
rotating
shooting
in women.
blanks though.
really?
Yeah, you're shooting blanks at 4th, 5th grade, 6th grade.
I was like the beginning of Spider-Man where it's just like this and then nothing was coming out.
I think I was in 5th grade.
Damn.
5th grade. That's like
How old are you? when you were
11 or 10, right?
Yeah, I don't know how old I
Man, it was probably clear though, dude.
No, in the beginning it was like, oh, nothing came out. Ooh, I'll go and play and do shit whatever I want. And then the more I did it, the years by, and I was just like, what the fuck is? I tripped out.
Wait, so that really is the thing. Like you'll jack off when you're little, and it'll like nothing will come out, but it'll feel like you guys just came.
Yeah.
The reason how I know is I had my first orgasm when I was in 1st grade because I was climbing poles. And I remember like, oh, this makes my dick feel good. And you're not even horny.
Oh
You're
my
not even-
god, yeah,
Right?
I know that feeling.
Oh shit, we've been having sex.
With sex with poles, man. What the fuck? I never knew.
fuckers.
I never knew what that feeling was.
So I remember like climbing poles. I just loved it. And then so I'm like, okay, every time it's recess, I'm not going back in the classroom until I fucking bust. So I would climb, and I would climb poles and trees and shit.
Just hold it. Oh, stop sign.
But there's
back to
never a
class?
mess. There wasn't a mess until like
There's just jazz.
like maybe 5th or 6th grade.
It's like nothing. Not like it's clear.
Then all of a sudden, like you would do your normal pole climbing, and you go back to watch cartoons, and you're like, wait, why is my fucking underwear sticking to my legs? And then that's when you would look, and you're like, oh shit, what is that, mayonnaise?
No, my first time was just like, it shot out, and I was like, no, what is that? I gotta clean it up.
Oh, where were you?
I was in my, I think I was on my dad's bed.
Oh yeah, can you guys
Shot on your dad's
I
bed?
didn't mean to shoot on my dad's bed.
ejaculation was? Can you guys share
Yes,
that?
we'll do that next. We'll do that next. Yeah, today,
First time jizzy.
this is supposed to be about Iraq. But it's okay. That's also good.
No, let's go back. Let's stick back to her.
No, we're done, dude.
Sad. No.
It's really sad.
We got fried chicken coming.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about that shit.